What's up, y'all? You guys just finished watching the fights? Yeah, it was pretty good fights tonight. They took place here in Atlanta, and it was Pascal, John Pascal versus Badu Jack, and what an action-packed fight. I believe Jack went down. He went down crazy. He's all off balance. But I thought he was doing pretty good. And then later on, he knocked down Pascal. I mean, it was pretty good back and forth. It's like Pascal took the first, I would say, the first 6 rounds, and then Jack probably took the rest, or it was pretty close. I could see it going either way, but I thought that Jack had pulled it out. And you could see, even his corner was shouting and celebrating. He jumped up on the ropes, and I was like, I don't know if you should be celebrating prematurely. Let's just wait till the scorecards come in. But a lot of people say he got robbed, but I don't know if he got. It was close. I could see them giving it to Pascal, but I think Jack pulled it out. But it's not like it was a robbery like Lewis Holyfield won. Nothing like that. But it was an action-packed fight. Both guys are going back and forth. And I noticed Pascal, he just about every time he would throw a punch and miss, he'd be off balance. In fact, he fell one time because he was so off balance from throwing a punch. And he's definitely got to work on that, because if he got clipped while he's off balance, I mean, it wouldn't have been a good look. Even if you don't stay down for the count, you don't want to just get knocked around the ring and look sloppy. And he tended to look sloppy. I mean, he was in shape. You could see that. And but I thought Badu Jack, that's the best actually that I've seen him look. He was doing a good job with the jab and stuff. And when they showed it in slow motion, you could see him, with the grimy face, really going in to take Pascal out. But it didn't happen. But it was an action-packed fight. Had the crowd going. And this was the first fight in Atlanta, I believe they said, in about 20 years. They even talked to Evander Holyfield. He had a lot of fights up here against Burt Cooper. Can't think of the Von Bean. I think they said that was in front of 40,000 people at the Georgia Dome or something like that. But yeah, it was good to have fights back in Atlanta. I'm a West Coast dude. I'm from California. We got fights all the time out there, Staples and San Diego, all over. In fact, I was at the Lennox Lewis's last fight with Klitschko out at the Staples Center. It was a real good fight. That's where I met trainer James Ali Bashir. He was a nice guy. He just came up to me, started talking, telling me all about the sparring and things. So I hope you get well soon, man. You're a real nice guy, and you know a lot about the sport. But let's get to the main event. That was Tank Davis versus Yuriorkis Gamboa. I mean, it was a real good fight. I mean, he hit him, and I can't remember the round, but Gamboa hurt his Achilles, and we thought it was a shoe. We couldn't really tell what was going on, but he was like off balance the whole fight. So I kept saying, "Oh, this is the round. He's gonna take him out. He's gonna take him out." But he didn't do it to the 11th or 12th or something like that. But, people are kind of writing him off, saying, oh, he's not ready for Lomachenko. But, not everybody looks good in every fight. Even he has a loss on his record. So, all the all-time greats have had mediocre fights, so don't count him out. The guy definitely has power. You could see that. I mean, this guy knocked him down 3 or 4 times, and the referee just waved it off after a while. I think it was an uppercut that ended the fight. But I'm impressed with Tank Davis. He's still got a lot to learn, but, who doesn't at that stage of the game? But I wouldn't write him off and start saying, oh, this guy will beat him, this guy will beat him. Let him get in a couple more fights, and, then you can make a better assessment of it. But once again, the fans got a good show in Atlanta, and I hope they bring more fights here. Really refreshing, especially since my Chargers ain't going to the playoffs this year. I got to have something to watch. And let me know what you guys think. Want you to beat down the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be fearless as usual.